Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, high school, and graduate. Today's going to be a weekly plan with me in my Sterling Ink B5 vertical full year common planner. This is the academic year version. I do have the 2026 B5 common planner for next year. However, yesterday I was thinking, oh gosh, do I want to stay in the common planner or do I want something different? I think that my main concern, it's not the bound book, it's not the layout, it's not the size, it's the paper. The paper is just so thin to me and I don't know, I'm unsure. So this week I'm actually starting my process of going through all of the rhythms and systems and habits that I have in a month. So that's my monthly systems, like my monthly reset day, my monthly cleaning tasks. It's my weekly rhythms, like my planning, my homeschool planning, my food prep, weekly cleaning tasks, home projects, that kind of thing. And then my daily habits. What are the cleaning tasks that I do every day? What are the things like my morning routine and my evening routine and any other random daily things that I'm doing? So it's going to take me a little bit longer because I'm taking a lot more notes, not on camera, but off camera, as to what I'm doing. The first thing that I do when I'm setting up my daily plan is I actually do a brain dump. And I've been keeping this in this little B6 daily planner from Sterling Ink, and I really enjoy using it. However, I'm unsure about daily planning. I really am, because I haven't been using it as much lately. I've just kind of been working off my weekly plan or just writing a random to-do list on a pad of paper or in this planner, but not really organizing it. I don't necessarily need my time block times as much. I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit. So I am going to try to do a brain dump, but part of the struggle that I'm having is I am trying to move the day in which I do my weekly planning. I've been doing Sunday planning since probably 2014 pretty consistently. And that just means that I have this habit, and changing a habit by changing the time, even if you're not changing anything else about that particular habit, changing the day and time makes it more challenging to do everything the way that you normally do. So for instance, I would come in on Sunday and I would do my brain dump, but when I do a brain dump on Thursday, I am also thinking about things that I may want to do this weekend, because I don't usually plan my weekends in advance. I usually do it on Saturday morning, depending on my energy level, depending on what's going on outside of the house, if we have any activities, that kind of thing. And so it's a little bit harder for me to think of the things that I need to do next week, because I may end up getting to some of them this weekend, and then it kind of defeats the purpose of my weekly planning. Another part of my weekly planning is doing the weather. And I can't set up the weather for the entire next week on a Thursday because it's just not going to be accurate. Even setting it up on Sunday for a week is kind of silly, because almost always by the time Thursday rolls around, the weather for the remaining part of the week is different. But I do like to do that just kind of to see, okay, if it's going to be a big storm, then I don't want to be running errands that day or going out to do other activities. So I think I'm going to start attempting a brain dump. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my goals for November and kind of see if there are any projects that I'm going to be working on. I think that I may start out writing a few things that I want to do this weekend, because I do kind of understand what this weekend is going to look like. Although I say that, but we're going to be gone to a college visit on Saturday, and Sunday we're going to be gone most of the day as well. So I don't know that I actually do have anything that I can write down for this weekend. So maybe that's not going to be a big deal for the moment, and I can just write all of the things that I want to work on for next week. So let's do that first. So I have my goals for November, and I do not necessarily put my monthly projects on, I definitely don't put them on the calendar that is in the Power Sheets, because I use my monthly planner. I don't map out exactly when I'm going to do these things, and the reason that I don't is because of my rebel mindset. When I put particular things on particular days, there's often like this this force within me that says, no, I don't want to do that thing during this goal block that I have set aside. I want to do something different. And some of that is just self-discipline. It's one of the reasons that I struggle with meal planning and do better with food prep, because then I can choose throughout the week what I want to make if I've already prepared ingredients ahead of time for several different meals, instead of saying, okay, Monday we're having this, Tuesday we're having this, Wednesday we're having this. And that's not going to be the same for everybody, but I just understand myself, and so that's what I do. So what I'm going to look at are the monthly projects and see if there are any things that I can actually work on next week. We are finishing up our first semester of homeschool this month, and so my time is really going to be focused on homeschool. So we will see. We'll see. So I'm just going to do my brain dump and then we will move on. Okay, so for some reason my camera stopped recording and I was just checking to see if I was still in frame. And I realized, oh, it's no longer recording. So you missed my brain dump, which I did, and now what I'm doing is writing in the things that I definitely need to make sure that I'm doing for homeschool. So that's our Monday meeting, passion project, screen free day. I separate the vertical planning. I don't use the hours, but I still like to have space for my to-do list, appointments or timed events, and then work-related stuff, as well as some meal planning and things like that. So that's where we are at the moment. The next thing I'm going to work on is the home management tasks, and this is another thing that I'm working on adjusting for 2026, because I've been working off of this list for a couple of years now, and while it works, the original intent was to write everything down, figure out when I wanted to do it, and then put it in my planner. But there was so much upheaval with my planner that I didn't actually transition into getting things set up. So I'm still working off of this list and kind of adjusting things. But again, that's one thing that I'm working on this month as I'm going through all of my rhythms and systems for these weekly cleaning tasks. So I know that Monday I have my grocery order and food prep. And part of the issue with this is that Monday is a really homeschool heavy day. So it's a little bit challenging to get the groceries and do the food prep while I'm also trying to make sure that I'm doing all of the school that I need to with Lucy and Jack. I haven't figured out a better time to do this. It might be Tuesday. It might be shifting everything to Tuesday, which is not ideal for me. Even putting it on Monday is a little bit weird because I used to always do food prep and groceries on Sunday. And the reason that I'm not right now is because I'm trying to incorporate more Sabbath rest over the weekend. And so that's part of the reason that I'm shifting my weekly planning and homeschool planning, and then some of the other Monday reset stuff is being shifted as well. So I do have my Monday reset, which is essentially doing anything that I did not do on Sunday, like laundry or vacuuming or other random tidying projects. Wednesday, I have clean electronic screens. Thursday, I have spend tracking, paperwork, and I think I want to move washing the floors and doing the sheets to Thursday. And that just leaves bathrooms for Friday. And part of the reason that I'm trying to do this, so it's a couple of different things really. I don't want to be doing a bunch of home cleaning stuff on the weekend. I would like the general home tidy things to be done during the week so that on Saturday I can work either on bigger projects like home projects like decluttering or going through clothes or reorganizing something or doing goal related work or just having family time and being out of the house and enjoying family time. So that's part of why I'm trying to do these things during the week. I had been doing a lot of stuff on Friday, or trying to do a lot of stuff on Friday, spend tracking in my sort and file of the paperwork. I usually do this during my live stream with my membership community, but all of the other cleaning tasks I had on Friday. Friday is our screen free day, and I would like it to be not a heavy cleaning day for me. I would rather be able to sit and play games with the kids and read books and chat or go out and do things. And if I have all of these things, cleaning the bathrooms, washing the floors, washing the sheets, that takes a good chunk of the day. And so it doesn't really, I don't have any energy to be doing anything else. Yes, I can play games while the sheets are washing, but washing the floors in our downstairs and cleaning the bathrooms, it just takes a lot of time, even when we're all working together. So, but also having Friday have a little bit more free time would be nice. I would like to not have to be working all the time. That is the ideal, right? Okay, and then Saturday, transfer station. Next week, I do need to make I need to make a hair appointment for everybody. I didn't even write that down, and I'm not sure. Maybe I can see if there's a time next week where we can go. Maybe next Friday. That might work, actually. I will have to text my friend to see when we can do that. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is figure out if I have any other timed things. I do have a call here. I have my live stream here. If you're interested in joining my live stream, you can check out my membership community in the description box. I have a link for it. We use the Pomodoro technique to work on something, either a project or a hobby or goals or planning, homeschool related stuff, all kinds of different things. And it's a lot of fun. We have a good time, I think. I think that, let's see, what do I have for content next week? Monday, I have the Cultivate What Matters finance workbook coming out. If you are interested in working on your finances for goals for 2026, definitely check this out. It is essentially, it's like a full year financial planner, and it's undated. It has a lot of great information and kind of walks you through the prep work process of Power Sheets, but through the lens of financial planning or finances. And the questions are a little bit different, but it's really focused on finance, and it's very, very cool. I have my November goals coming out, my monthly reset day vlog, which was a little chaotic. And then let's see, Friday is my intro for the rhythms, systems, habits, plans that I'm trying to work through this month. I'm going to be doing a week of daily plans next week. I think I'm going to try and have Wednesday be my filming day because it's Passion Project Day. I don't know how likely this is. I've been trying to pick a day that I can batch record content, but honestly, it's very challenging, especially with homeschool, to fit in batching content because then I need several hours to sit down and record. And honestly, finding that within the week is really challenging, and doing it on the weekend is almost impossible. So I've instead do things a little bit here and there, but I really need to work on this for 2026 so that I'm not constantly recording every other day. It's just too much to set everything up to sit down and record certain things. So if I can try and do it on one particular day, that would be ideal. The other thing is talking for all of this is going to be a little bit interesting. That'll be funny. Okay. So I need to drop Matt's car on Wednesday night. Think on Tuesday what I'm going to work on. Library books, permit paperwork, and then my goals are Christmas cards, Christmas presents. Oh, and you know what? This isn't technically on my goals list, but it is part of the slow holiday lead up, and that is finalize the Thanksgiving menu. Okay, so my home project for this week is the entryway closet. So we will try and get that all cleaned up and sorted at some point, but I'm unsure of when that will be. And then just general to-dos that if I think of things over the next couple of days, I'll just list them here and then try to fit them in at some point when I'm doing my daily planning. Okay, so this does not look very busy, but that is totally okay. I need to put some pretty stickers on here, and I think things will look nicer once I do that. Oh, actually, you know, one other thing that I need to do is food prep, but I am unsure what I want to do for food prep, and the reason is because I do not look at the groceries that I'm going to purchase until I actually do that, usually either Sunday evening or very early Monday morning when I get up and I place my grocery order. So I don't know what I want to do next week for food. This week we did chicken pot pie, we did like a chicken potato casserole type dish, we did chicken enchiladas, so there was a lot of chicken. Maybe I'll make pulled pork next week for sandwiches, and then pulled pork nachos. I will most likely make chili on Sunday, so we will have some leftovers there. All right, now on to the decorating. Okay guys, so here's my plan for the week of November 3rd. I know it doesn't look super busy, but there will be a lot of homeschool stuff going on in here, and if we do have hair appointments on Friday, that's going to take half the day. It takes a really long time to get through all of my kids' hair. Thank you guys for joining me for this weekly plan with me. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're looking for more help and encouragement around home and homeschooling goals, definitely come check out my membership community. I would love to have you over there. That link is always in the description box. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.